So let's get into another one. Fast story. This is next level comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, were you aware? Were you aware that there is an all-female Counter-Strike 2 Pro League team? Were you aware of that? Because I honestly wasn't aware of it. All women Counter-Strike 2 Pro League ESL Impact will apparently halt operations at the end of its upcoming finals. ESL, which was acquired by Saudi Arabia in 2022 for $1.5 billion, says ESL Impact's current economic model is simply not sustainable. Simply not sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. That's rough. That's rough. ESL Impact, a Counter-Strike 2 Pro League exclusively for women, says that it will suspend operations at the end of its 8th season in November. A Counter-Strike 2 Pro League exclusively for women. What? Why the fuck do you have a... You know what? Okay. You know what? Fine. Whatever. Fine. This is like the WNBA of Counter-Strike. Like that's what this is. But you know what? Okay. That's fine. The reason why I say it's fine is because, to be fair, there are girl gamers out there that are very good, but naturally, men have faster reflexes. This has been something that's been proven. So if they want to argue, fair competition and they want to have a female-only league, okay, fine, no problem. But then the question becomes, who's going to watch it? Like, who's gonna support it? Who's going to actually... clearly, nobody was supporting it. And I find it so interesting that in the year of no more U.S. aid, in the year of no more subsidization, that a league like this that is in 8 seasons, all of a sudden goes down. Does anybody else find that interesting? After 8 seasons, they're only now realizing that it's not economically sustainable. Gee, I wonder why that is. Could it be because the subsidization for this league is no longer possible? Could it be that they were being subsidized by someone, somehow, somewhere, some way, and it's no longer possible? It's amazing, man. I find it incredible that all of these, dare I say, money-losing adventures that we have known for a long time, well, except for this, I didn't know this league existed, which goes to show. But these money-losing adventures suddenly just all closed down in 2025. I just find it interesting. But of course, they're not going to want to talk shit about it. While ESL Impact has succeeded in its mission to raise the profile of women's Counter-Strike, despite significant investment, the current economic model is simply not sustainable. The league wrote in today's announcement, "Our commitment to creating a diverse and inclusive esports ecosystem remains a core value for EFG, and we will continue to support the community. With this upcoming season being the last of the current ESL Impact iteration, we want to thank all the players, teams, and fans for all your dedication for everything ESL Impact has accomplished." ESL Impact has struggled since it began operations in 2022. As noted by HLTV, the league eliminated the Katowice tournament in 2024 and saw multiple organizations withdraw ahead of the start of 2025 competition. But Ksenia Kukanova, I can't say that name, captain of Ninjas in Pajamas Impact, said ESL Impact was a beacon of hope, and without their tireless effort, the competitive landscape within women's Counter-Strike would not have reached the level it has today. So again, what level did they reach? What level did they reach, boys? Like, this is what I'm trying to understand. You're trying to say that it raised the bar for female Counter-Strike, but did it really though? Or are we just saying a nice statement to make everybody feel good as they're about to lose their professional team? This departure leaves a gap that cannot be overstated. They wrote on X, "With no active tournament organizers, our scene risks losing the very platform that keeps competition alive. Players need tournaments to not only showcase their skill, but to grow, connect, and inspire future generations. We want to express our gratitude to ESL Impact for everything they have built and given to us. At the same time, we call upon others, organizations, and partners to step forward and invest in this community." Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is where ideology needs to take a step back and people need to talk business. Okay, so There is no room for ideology in business. After a while, if all the numbers are telling you that, hey, this is a failure, if all the numbers are telling you, hey, we're hemorrhaging money, you should not have people calling for investments into a failing product just because of ideology, right? You can't be screaming out there for people to invest in this because of, DEI or whatever. Like, you're a business at the end of the day. If you're not bringing in people, if you're not making money, then nobody should be investing in you. If you were bringing in people, if you were bringing in viewers, if you were actually successful, then yeah, you would get investors without even having to ask for it. But that's not happening, clearly. We hope for more TOs to help keep our dreams alive, to ensure that the passionate talent here is not lost, but amplified. I mean, that's a really nice feeling statement, but let's be real. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen at all. Oh, like, everybody's complaining about this. All the women are complaining about this. ESL Impact was the main tournament that every team kept playing year after year with the dream, but the dream is still alive. We will not give up. Takahashi wrote, to anyone who plays ESL Impact, don't give up. And this is not the end. ESL Impact, made in Brazil, said in a joint statement with FlyQuest Red and Imperial Valkyries that the coming shutdown of the league is a heavy blow to the thousands of athletes, wow, teams, fans, and everyone who believes in a more inclusive esports ecosystem, but committed to do everything we can to keep women's Counter-Strike alive and thriving. Guys, this has nothing to do with diversity, equity, and inclusion, okay? This has literally nothing to do with that. Nobody fucking cares about your DEI bullshit. All they care about is whether you're entertaining to watch and whether it's worth it to actually watch you playing Counter-Strike. If people are choosing to watch the men, but they're not choosing to watch you, it's not because they're fucking sexist. It's not because they're misogynist. The reality is, this is business. And if you're not entertaining, if you're not exciting to watch, nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit, right? And the truth, this is probably going to hurt the most. The truth is that there's probably more women watching the men than there is watching the women. Let that sink in for a minute, okay? Let that sink in. There's more women watching the men than there is watching the women. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So maybe you should look at your fellow woman and realize that maybe, maybe this is not about sexism or misogyny. Maybe just boring. It's the same thing with the NBA. More women watch the NBA than they do the WNBA. They're fucking throwing dildos on a WNBA court. That's how serious they take it. So in any case, I just found this story to be very interesting because I love Counter-Strike, obviously, and I didn't even realize that there was a fucking all-female league. I had no idea. At first, I thought this was an all-female team, but then I didn't realize this was an all-female league, so they were only playing amongst other women. Yeah, I can't see anybody watching this shit. Not in any serious capacity anyway, unless maybe they're gooning. I really don't know. All right, let's X out of this. Moving on.